I'm Andrew Harrison, the skipper of the fishing vessel Atlas from Campbelltown. I've been fishing for the last 35 years, third generation fisherman. Today we're out in a cod survey in the Clyde, as apparently there's no cod in the Clyde. We're trying to collect data to prove that this is not the case. We're hoping that we can get round the area and with yourself and the observers aboard is taking notes and collecting data of what we're catching every haul. We've seen varied amount of different species: cod, haddock, whiting, brill, dogfish. There's a good variety of mixed fish. So it just proves a point that there is fish in the Clyde if you're fishing in the proper areas at the right time, which is very important.
My name is Alexander Coram. I work at St Andrews University. I'm here as a scientist overseeing the research survey to count cod in the Clyde estuary. Well, it's gone well so far. We're on our fourth haul, I think, with a traditional benthic trawl rig. Caught quite a lot of cod and lots of prawns on the last trawl, and quite a good mix of species.
My name is Bruce Langlands and I'm the Senior Fisheries Observer with the Scottish Fishermen's Federation. So what we're doing here today is we're taking length frequencies and we're sexing and taking otolith samples from cod in the Clyde. We've seen in this trial so far as well that all the fish bar one have been spawning, so they're all mature fish and all spawning, which is good to see. Guys like myself are deployed on fishing vessels, real time, to collate these data, feed it back to the Federation, Marine Scotland and other interested bodies, and give them real-time data, what's happening in the industry, in hope to provide better policy material. At the start of these projects, back when the cod recovery scheme was introduced into the industry, cod was the biggest species felt to be under threat. So cod's been a good indicator over the years as to where the industry's at, but increasingly the fishermen are finding there's more and more cod on the ground. They've been actively avoiding it because they couldn't access it because of quota or various other reasons. And now they're feeling that although some of the science that have been presented by other bodies are suggesting there isn't a lot of cod on the ground, the fishermen are saying in real time they're finding cod. So cod is a hot topic, and it's continuing to be a very important species to sample. So that's why we're here today.
The problem that we've got with the MPAs, we're all for the MPAs, we're not against it. What we are against is the scientific evidence that they're using to create these MPAs and push them forward. As every fisherman knows, it's working in these areas that the species that they're trying to protect, they're maybe in the MPAs, but the size of the MPAs, the areas that they're taking in, is taking a lot away from the local fishermen that's fished these areas for generations. And we're tirelessly working all the time with try this, try that, with different nets, different mesh sizes. There's a limit as to how far you can go before you start to affect the net for catching prawns. But as you can clearly see here today, the difference between looking for fish and being able to catch them than making nets that doesn't catch fish. And that's what we've been doing the last 10, 15 years. Designing nets not to catch what we just caught there. And because we're not catching the fish, the data shows that we're not landing them, which we don't land fish because we don't catch them. So the data is used against us to say there is no fish. But that one haul already has proved that's not the case. You're taught how to catch prawns, you're taught how to catch fish, and now you're doing the exact opposite. You're teaching yourself how not to catch fish.